This podcast is a member of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts and content creators, visit bio.link/Red5.
Don't ever change the clock or sync up the clock on your computer while you're trying to go live.
No, because you'll get kicked out.
You'll get a thing that comes up and says, sorry, something went wrong. Luckily, we're still in the intro.
Yeah.
And the intro was playing, and you guys all didn't know until I just mentioned it.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is weird. It's Monday night.
I know.
And we're going to be talking about racing.
Yeah, my day has just been totally off, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. What happened yesterday when you get into work and you realize
I had to go in at 7 o'clock this morning.
Our time.
7 o'clock Arizona time, and get off at 3:30 Arizona time. So my day's completely flipped on its head.
Flipped on its head.
So.
Well, at least it's not. At least finally you said something saying that's right.
Oh, well, yeah, you know the other sayings that we'll cover here in a minute.
Right. Some of the shit you said during the race this weekend.
Yeah. Anyway,
during qualifying, during qualifying, during practice.
Oh, that saying, huh?
Yeah, you want to say that saying?
Where you put a beetle in the middle of a school of fish?
Put a beetle in the middle of a school of fish.
Yeah.
I give up. Hey, Ubaldo.
Hi, Ubaldo. Welcome.
Yeah. Here we are, Monday night.
Yes.
And we're going to talk a little bit we're going to talk about rain and wine.
Yes, we are. And I'm Kim.
Really?
Your turn.
Hi, I'm asshole.
No, you're not.
What? Do we do that anymore?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm Scott. I don't remember us doing that anymore.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah.
And disclaimer up front, ladies and gentlemen, we are fans of racing, and our opinions are from a fan's point of view.
Yeah. Yeah, none of us have ever worked inside the industry.
No.
I mean, the closest I've come to working inside the industry was in the 90s. I was a security guard, security for a local racetrack. Not here where we currently live, but in our hometown, Battle Mountain. And then I also was an announcer and also backup flagger, which then I got to do a couple flags or do a couple races.
Yep, you did.
But, yeah, that's as far as my involvement in the motorsports world goes.
And mine's been strictly a fan.
So as far as
never worked in the industry.
Well, okay. Let me rephrase this. Okay. Work in the industry at a local level is volunteering.
That's true. It is.
You ain't getting paid.
No, and I've never volunteered at a local racetrack.
I wish I could have broke out of that and gone eventually got the NASCAR or something as a flagger. But by then, I mean, I was already early to mid 20s. And there was a lot of stuff I didn't look into back then. Plus, we didn't have the internet to really look into stuff. I mean, even in like 97, 98, 98, 99, when my parents finally got internet, because my mom finally got one of those fancy gateway computers from Toyota.
Oh, from those most famous infomercials.
Oh gosh, right? Yeah. I mean, oh no. Okay, let's sidebar real quick. We're gonna sidebar into this before we go racing. So they order this computer, right? They buy two of them. They get one. My sister's gonna pay for hers, but they put a down payment on hers because she's in school, in college, and she lives in Idaho. Is living in Idaho at the time. They get theirs in Battle Mountain, and they go to hook it up, and nothing's happening.
Oh no!
I mean, it turns on. You know, the tower turns on. But nothing's coming on screen.
Oh no!
So, what happens? Now, mind you, this is back in landline days. I just happen to be home. I get a phone call. Yeah, I guess this would be 99. It might be, I'm trying to remember. Either late 98, early 99.
Okay.
Don't think me and Kareem were married yet.
Okay.
I think it was that point where I just moved into the apartment. Anyways, I get this phone call asking me to hurry up, come over.
Oh no.
And I'm thinking, what am I going to do?
Yeah, what's the emergency?
Well, no, she told me there's something wrong with the computer. And I'm thinking, I haven't touched a computer since I left high school.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking 91 to now 98, 99.
Yeah.
So I haven't touched one of these new fandangled computers.
Yeah, 7 years.
7 to 8 years. So
yeah,
I mean,
7 to 8 years. Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I get over there, and I check all connections in there. I mean, that was the easy part. Because I'm like, this is where I'll put men to shame for a minute. Because men usually grab the instructions, throw the fucking thing, and try to put it together.
Yes.
You know, and I'm like, give me the instructions. I'm like looking at them, going, making sure everything that's on this list has been done. So I'm thinking maybe they just forgot to attach something. No, it's all hooked up. Okay, well. So I'm like, well, at that point, you better call Gateway.
Yes.
So she calls them on the phone. I swear, about 5-10 minutes into it, right? All of a sudden, here, you can talk to my son.
Oh no!
I was getting ready to leave.
Oh no!
What do you mean you can talk to my son? I'm done here. I don't need to do anything. Well, it's a computer, right?
Right, yeah.
So she hands me the phone. The guy's like, okay, I'm going to need you to do is take the side of the tower off. I'm like, excuse me? Okay, mind you, my mom's right here. My dad's right here. Now, the one I'm worried about is my father.
Yes.
Because he's looking at he knows the amount of money they just spent into this computer.
Yes.
You know, so he's looking at it this way. And I'm like, okay. And the guy's like, you're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver. I said, okay, Dad, I need you to go give me a Phillips screwdriver. For what? And I'm like, he wants me to open this. The what? You know how much I'm like, I know how much it costs. Just do what he says. Give me a Phillips screwdriver so I can open this fucking thing up. I'm like, yep, this is gonna be fun. I already knew it was gonna be fun.
Manual, who needs a manual?
Right. And so I take the cover off. Now the guy on the phone is like, okay, now unhook. Back then it was the old whatever the prong one was for the monitors.
Yes.
Unhook that and follow that card back, and you'll see a screw, another Phillips screw. Undo that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh no.
So I hand the phone back to my mom, and I'm like, and the whole time my dad's over my fucking shoulder. I'm like, get back. I'm already nervous enough because yes, I know how much this computer costs.
Yes.
You know, and finally I get the screw out, and then I get the phone back. Okay. It's like, okay, pull it out a little bit and then push it back in, and you'll hear it pop. And I'm thinking, oh God, I'm fucking dead when this thing pops.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, again, I'm in my 20s. My old man still scares the fuck out of me, you know, at this point. So I push it in, and as I push that in, it went You know, I can't, damn it.
There
It
you
popped. I mean, it popped into place. Went, what the hell was that? I'm like, calm down. Put the screw back on. He's like, get the phone back. Okay, just hook up the cable to the monitor. Turn the computer on. I'm like, you want the cover still off? He goes, yeah. Okay. So he plugged them, get the monitor screwed back in, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking 2 screws on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those were the days.
Oh, yeah.
Now we got HDMI cables.
Yeah.
But I get it in, turn the power on. Computer, I can hear it. You know, now I'm seeing the inside work.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, wow, that's pretty fucking cool. And then all of a sudden, I look up and boom, gateway. And I went, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it is working. I go, we got the gateway symbol. It's booting up now. He's okay. You can go ahead and put the panel on, right? I'm like, while it's still running. He goes, yeah, you can put it on while it's running, while it's booting up. Okay. So I give the phone back to my mom so she can talk to them. I'm buttoning it up, hand my dad that screwdriver. I stand up. She gives off the phone. I said, okay. That was a 45-minute job, and with him breathing over on the neck, that's a $5,000 charge. They're like, excuse me? I'm like, you heard me. I want $5,000 for doing this. Yeah. Guess who didn't get paid?
Yeah. And you Baldo says, what? Don't touch anything else?
Oh, God, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so scared. I mean, it would have been fine if this would have happened when my dad was like working nights. Swings or nights. I know, right? Where is it going? Believe me. When I said it, that was actually popping my head, but I made sure not to laugh because I was thinking of all those times where back in the 80s, you would fucking literally go through the phone book, call someone up, ask them if their refrigerator is running.
You better go
catch it. So, of course, when it was in the Grange, it was even funnier because, like, oh, damn, there we go. But yeah, there you go. Sidebar for racing. How about that?
And before we get into the main topic, do you want to do our reads now or you want to do them at the end?
Sure. No, we can do them right now.
Okay.
Because we'll forget by the end. All righty. Hello.
I'm here.
Knock, knock. I'm going to put a knock, knock button on here now. Some pound on the door.
Okay.
Why do I so have headphones on?
I don't know. Thank you, Adam Goswick from A Certain Point of View podcast for creating our remix logo.
Please get your shit together.
I really do need to. Thank you, Backyard. Thank you, Backyard TARDIS and Hannah.
And Mikey and Brindley.
Thank you, Hannah, Mikey, Brindley, and Case for being our Patreons. We are editing this live, ladies and
then I just spelled Mickey. Sorry, Mikey. My son looked at me like, Mickey, what the hell, Dad? Shit. Think I can spell my granddaughter's name now?
Isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, I got it right.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Get with it, Scott. All right, there we go.
Let's do this over again.
You don't have to do it over. I mean,
yes.
I just want to show it on screen.
Okay. Check out the ATSW family. The Sidebar Cantina was live before us.
They talked about Acolyte episodes 1 and 2. We've only seen episode 1 of it. We do need to watch episode 2.
Yes, we do. So go back and watch their take on it. It was really an interesting take on both episodes.
Yep.
And they're usually live every Monday at 5:30 Eastern.
Yep. And next week they're going to be doing the Matrix.
Yes, next week they'll be doing the Matrix.
Because it's the 25th anniversary of the Matrix.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
This is why I don't do anniversaries. This is honestly why I don't like doing anniversaries.
I didn't even realize it had been out that long.
I'd rather just okay, we'll do like year 26.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 28 or 31.
Yeah.
I mean, be odd, be weird.
Be weird, exactly.
That's my whole life is being weird. So that's why when it comes to anniversaries, I really don't like doing them on the actual, like the 25th, the 30th, the 40th, or whatnot. I really like to just Yeah, I'll do the 39th.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be odd and weird. Anyways,
ATSW.
the escape pod.
The escape.
All right.
Please get your shit
Boy, she's
together.
got it twice tonight.
I know. ATSW, the Escape Pod, live every Pantless Wednesday on YouTube at 7:05 Eastern. This week they'll be now. This is tomorrow. This is Wednesday. This week they'll be covering
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah, Inglorious Bastards.
Layman's Terms on YouTube.
Two.
Check out a man Keith Layman
Yes.
for some drunken banter, meds, and whatever the hell else he wants to talk about.
Exactly. Stranger Things has happened with Don Della Snooch and Luna Girl every other Saturday
Yeah, I'm
at
still in season 3.
at 7 p.m. Eastern. They are watching this series for the first time, and they are giving their take on.
And they're
each
currently in season
episode.
4.
Yeah, and they're currently in season 4.
Hell, they might be almost done with season 4 by now.
Yeah, and then Grave Reviews with Alan and Dragon.
Okay,
Buddy,
wow.
Tuesday at 7 and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Tuesday, which is tomorrow,
Yeah, I don't know
they'll
what to
be
cover on
covering written word.
Thursday. Written word?
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what you said.
All right, well, I got it off the social, so I hope I'm right.
We'll verify that for everyone.
I'm going to verify right now so you can just keep going.
Oh, okay. Sweet Studios and Explicit Noise on YouTube.
Yes, I think in Sidebar tonight, I think they mentioned that Sweden's got
A new one, yeah.
a death metal band.
Yeah,
That's about ready to go on tour. Fucking
yes,
A.
he does.
Yeah, Kim, you run that while I get on Twix.
Orange and Fat Show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And they'll be recording tomorrow their take on My Fellow Americans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
written word by Grave Reviews tomorrow night. Yeah, they're going to be recording, so they'll probably release it this Thursday. I'm assuming it's when Thursday or Friday when they do their releases.
Yes.
So they're going to be doing their review of My Fellow Americans, a 1996 movie, which I knew nothing about until I looked it up and went, oh, wow, okay, that's like a lot of people who are starring in it. Because hold on, don't you move your muscle.
Yeah. Okay.
Do as you're told, woman. She'll beat me later. Huh.
No, I don't warrant it being a beating issue. I mean,
Oh, I did have it looked up. My bad. I don't.
yeah, we're going to he's looking up who the cast is of this.
Anyways, it starred Jack Lemmon, James Garner, Dan Aykroyd. It came out in 1996. So yeah, it's a political comedy flick. So yeah, I'm waiting for Orange and Pet Show. They're on Spotify and iTunes, like we've said, or Apple Podcasts. Waiting for their show to drop. I'm sure it'll be a great review of the show.
Yes.
I've never seen it, so I'll have to watch it. I'll have to watch it
Yes.
to listen. Red Pot Tavern.
Live on Fridays. Season 3 is coming
Yeah,
soon.
I have not heard anything about season 3 starting yet, but that don't mean nothing either. Sometimes I'm behind.
Yes. Red 5 book reading. Red 5.
Red 5 Book Reading Club. Next thing she's going to go Red 5 Book Club Reading. Next thing you'll be reading Red 5 Book Club.
Let me start over.
Number 3.
Please get your shit
She's on a roll tonight.
I am. Red 5 Reading Book Club. For more information, contact Nicole on Twitter, X at PL Fandoms.
You know what? We were supposed to look. I was just on Twix too. I know there's a Red 5 reading. There's a Red 5. Nah, I hit my glasses on my microphone.
There is also a Red 5.
There is a reading page. I know there is.
Yeah, there's a reading page on Twix, Twitter.
I can't
X.
read. I can't read Twix, so I mean it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's probably in the chat right now screaming what it is. And we don't have the chat. I don't have the chat up, so. Yeah. At Red 5 Reading.
She did. At hashtag.
Told you.
Yeah.
I'm figuring she's probably in the chat going, yeah. I was waiting for the text message to come through. Go, Scott, it's this.
Yeah. Also, she does host on the fives.
Hey, by the way, hold on. So let's, guys, let's talk about. So you're caught up, right?
I am caught up. Yes.
Because things happened this weekend. I was on the schedule of, holy crap, I watched 2 races with about 30 hours of no sleep.
Yes.
I watched 2 races. And shortly after that, fuck this shit. I'm going to bed. One, I'm still at chapter 20 or at chapter 21. All week long, I've tried to read The Living Force. And I just can't. Like, all of a sudden, I can't. Like, it's like, now, I can't. It's just like, I can't stay there and read it. I like read it for a little bit, going, okay, whatever. Or read it for like the first like 2 sentences, like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it tonight. All right, screw it. Go out and play video games or whatever, because I've been up all night, right? Now it's like, well, maybe I'll just get the damn audio book and listen to it while I'm gaming.
Yeah, that would be good.
Anyways.
Also, she does host on the fives every 5th, 15th, and 25th of the month. The next one will be June 15th. She does have special guests.
Wouldn't be the 20th, it'd be the 25th.
25th, that's what I said.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear 25th.
Anyway, the 5th, the 15th, and the 25th.
I'll hit this for myself because I didn't hear 25th.
Please get your shit together.
Anyways, her next on the fives is June 15th, which is coming up in about 5 days. I don't know who.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure it's coming up in 5 days?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're already halfway.
We're what?
We're already almost halfway through June.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we're already halfway through June.
Yeah.
You put that almost in there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're
in 5 days.
Yeah, we're almost halfway through June. Anyway.
Are you sure it's 5 days?
I'm positive. Because today is the 10th.
Can you count?
11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Typical Battle Mountain schooler.
Exactly.
All right. Anyways, what about the 15th?
Is her next one? I don't know who her guest is.
I'm sure she's putting it in the chat. We keep dragging on this, and reads are taking for freaking ever. Go to bio.link/red5 to find more exciting podcasts, and also go to bio.link/used and abused or used and abused pod. There you can find all of our links minus our Patreon, or you can go to the show notes or the top of our Twix page for all of our other social media stuff. Holy crap. Good Lord Almighty. All right. You want it? There's
put it in the chat.
What?
The Red 5 reading link.
Yeah. Said she would.
Yeah.
Told you she did.
Yeah.
Told you. That's why I told you to go look. You want to scream out the chat? You want to shout out the chat?
Yes. Thank you to Ubaldo and Nicole for joining us. Nicole is our 3rd host for our regular shows.
What? What? I'm sorry. I listened to friggin' New Heights too much now that it's either new news or what?
Yeah, I know.
God damn. Oh, fuck. You gotta quit listening to these other podcasts. Holy shit. You think we've been drinking, and I've only had soda pop and water.
And I've only had water and coffee earlier this morning.
Jesus. Starting to wonder, am I finger sober or drunk? Anyways.
Anyway, I think I got all of them. I think it's just those 2.
Agua.
Yes, drinking water. Anyway, thank you, Nicole and Ubaldo, for joining us. And hopefully we get some more, but
Well,
if not,
if you watch this later, thank you for
for
watching this later.
If you watch it on the replay, thank you. Enjoy.
Don't have to. I mean, good God, everybody don't have to watch it live.
Well, if you watch it on the replay, enjoy. Like Nicole said, hit the like button and subscribe if you like the content.
If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when we do go live. Because we're not just all about NASCAR and Formula One. We also cover other topics.
Yes.
It's just that trying to schedule stuff with Kim's work schedule is a joke.
It is right now. And then she says the question was in general. I'm thinking of a mudslide milk or a mudslide shake sounds. Oh, yeah, that sounds good, Nicole. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. You want to get into this now?
Yes. Now for our main topic.
Rain and wine?
Yes.
That really sounds different.
It does.
Because, I mean, like, if I saw that as a topic, right, my brain would automatically go Chris Ledoux, Stampede album. There's a $5 fine for whining. There's a $5 fine for whining. Love that song. I also love Chris Ledoux. Anyways, what are we talking about?
We are talking about
You don't remember the races?
the F1 race, the Canadian Grand Prix,
Right.
and then
The
NASCAR.
Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway, which is in wine country.
Yes.
Northern Cali.
Yes.
Which is ironic. So let's talk about how the Cup teams are actually handling. Actually, let's talk about the Xfinity teams first. They came to Sonoma from Portland, Oregon.
They did.
So their trucks 2 weeks ago left Charlotte, headed for Portland, Oregon. Then they drove down south on I-5, went to Sonoma.
Yeah.
And I hope that if you needed a car, then you had to truck one across the country.
Yeah, you did.
And from there, now they're trucking the Xfinity cars to Iowa.
Yeah.
Where the guys in the shop in Charlotte are sending out the Iowa Xfinity cars, and they'll swap cars out at Iowa Speedway.
Yes, they will.
We actually watched a guy. It goes by LLRT 32, which is I think it's like left. Oh fuck, I can't remember. Anyways, but he's a truck driver for an Xfinity team, and I've been watching him for the last few days since he left Sonoma. He's got obviously another driver with him. When they got this morning, they were in Cheyenne, Wyoming, about 1,900 miles away from Iowa.
Yeah.
And the cool part is, only when he drives do they live stream. They don't live stream when Curtis drives.
Oh.
So it's just when he drives, and his name is Ron. He's freaking cool.
Okay.
Old school. He's got like old. He's been in the sport for over 20 years.
Wow.
And he's also a race mechanic.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's what I mean by old school.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it used to be.
Uh-huh.
You know, the pit crew was the guys from the shop.
Yeah.
You know, that would be like your body guys and all these things during the week. That was your regular pit crew. Not nowadays.
Yeah.
And your truck drivers usually were, race mechanics or somebody, or even a pit crew member.
Yeah.
But that has all changed nowadays.
Yes, it has.
But he's still a race mechanic, which is freaking cool.
That is. That's awesome.
Anyways, just want to say. All right, we're gonna you guys might as well do them in order. Let's talk about Formula One, Canadian Grand Prix.
Oh, you mean the one that was rainy?
No, Kim, it was rain. It was wet, dry, wet, dry.
The weather couldn't make up its mind.
Yeah, they had some big ass weather in Montreal.
Yeah, they did.
So let's talk about what happened Friday first. FP1 got off to a late start.
Yes, it did because of the rain.
Because of the rain. Rain came not too hard. And let's talk about it from a fan point of view, because we have a Vegas problem.
Yes,
in Montreal.
If you recall us when we covered the Vegas.
Did we cover Vegas?
We did cover the Vegas Grand Prix. If you recall us covering the Vegas Grand Prix, we had mentioned that there were some fans that had tickets.
No, so what happened was after the drain cover came off on the streets of Vegas, they wouldn't let any fans in.
Yeah.
They sent all the fans away, wouldn't let them in for the rest of FP1. Well, no, they canceled FP1, and they weren't going to let no fans in for FP2.
Yeah. Fast forward to Montreal.
So because it's raining,
The Montreal
police are turning fans away.
Because
And-
they said the whole
Hold
day's
on.
events were canceled.
And then at the Metro,
They were
telling them that FP1 and FP2 were canceled.
yeah. So
And so the race promoter gets together, the organizers of the race get together with the police, and pretty much this is what you get. The Metro got their information from the police. The police say they got their information from the organizers.
yeah, it's a he said, she said situation.
It's
So-
all about the he said, she said bullshit.
yeah. And so
Name that fucking
there was a lot of fans that did not
Excuse me.
get to use their
Oh,
tickets
God.
that they bought.
No, I don't know what Canada's laws are about suing, but I say sue.
Yeah.
Sue.
And so by the end of
Sue.
so by the end of
You have no idea why I said that.
No, I don't. So by the end of free practice on Friday, it was mentioned the end of the
We gotta
broadcast.
cover Porky's.
Yes, we do. The end of the broadcast that NASCAR was going to, or not NASCAR, sorry, wrong one. That the FIA.
You cannot put this on that. Well, it's really not on the FIA, more on F1.
Well, the FIA and F1.
No, FIA is different than F1.
F1 was going to talk to the police and everyone and see what happened.
Well, that's what they found out.
Yeah.
Is this group said that this group told them it was canceled. This group said that the organizers told them. It was like, no
So,
one's willing to take blame on who said what.
yeah.
I
So,
really don't think the organizers would be like, well, yeah, we're canceling FP1 and FP2 because of rain.
Yeah. No. So the fans were stuck right in the middle, and they are the ones that
Yeah,
paid
a lot
the
of
price.
them got turned away at the gates.
Yeah, and they paid the price.
I
And
mean, a lot of them made it in too, but
yeah.
Nicole's making you a mudslide shake. What, you in the vicinity? Pretty sure you'd be melting down here. Anyway, from up north would be melting down here. It's 101 right now.
Yeah, it is. We actually hit 102 today.
We had a cool down.
Yeah, we did have a cool down.
Ow! No, I'm joking. Anyways, so FP1, FP2, which stands for free practice 1, free practice 2. Besides that, was pretty uneventful.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, a few cars hit a wall here, hit a wall there, hit
Yeah,
a wall there, a wall everywhere, a wall.
yeah. Those walls seem to just jump right out at these drivers.
Now they just get too close to it.
Yeah.
So we get to qualifying on Saturday,
Yeah, Saturday.
and holy crap,
Oh my goodness.
we get one. I guess we ought to go over. Well, we don't go with. One of the shockers got knocked out of FP1 or Q1 qualifying one, the first round of qualifying, was Perez, who just signed a brand new contract.
Yes.
He's gonna be at Red Bull for at least another 2 years.
Yes.
Kim's happy about this. She likes Sergio Perez. Thinks he's a great side-by-side competitor of Max. I hope y'all know this, but it's coming. The RANT.
Mhm.
She's about to blow her top.
Yeah.
Anyways, after that, really what I mean, there's a few shockers in the. Oh yeah, the shock in Q2 getting knocked out was both of Ferraris,
Yeah, both
both
Ferraris.
Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. When you talk about like 2 weeks before, they're first and third at Monaco.
Yeah.
And now it was like literally like the penthouse to the outhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
And when we get to the race, it will be penthouse to the outhouse.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, and then Q3,
Which
we end up with a friggin' tie
tie for pole position
between
between George Russell of Mercedes and Max Verstappen of Red Bull.
Right. And you know how they determine who gets pole when they're tied. I mean, they were literally both 112, as they say over the pond, dead.
Yeah.
Or we just call it 112 even.
Yeah, 112 even. Yes,
Or
they
112.
Yeah,
0.
they see who set the see who set the time first. Whoever set the time.
Whoever sets it first gets pole.
Which in this instance was George Russell of Mercedes, so he was on pole position. Yep. The cool fact about that though is that has not happened
since 1997.
Yeah, since 1997 when there was, I believe they said, a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
For pole position.
Yeah, like right. Yeah, it was like Jacques Villeneuve, Michael Schumacher, and someone else.
I can't either remember. It's okay, Nicole. I understand stressful days.
Yeah, penthouse to the outhouse. Yes. He's a little later. Maybe we could talk about Kim blowing.
Yeah, Kim's going to have a rant before we move on to NASCAR.
Okay. Let's get in the race.
Yes.
Start out wet.
It did start out wet.
That's what she said.
It did start out wet, so they were on intermediate tires.
It was more than wet. It was beyond moist.
Yeah. I mean, there were puddles on the track.
Yeah. I'm wondering, was it really caused by rain? No, Scott. We're not that kind of podcast.
No, we're not.
Just saying. No, it really was caused by rain. Hey, how you doing? All right. The first, how do you want to do this? You want to just talk about, let's talk about the race overall. I thought it was exciting.
It was very exciting.
George got off to the lead in the beginning. Eventually Lando comes up.
Yes.
As the track is drying.
Yes.
And he passes Max for second. And then goes around George for first. And then because this happens, Max actually gets around George for second. But nobody is catching Lando.
No.
But then we get a safety car.
Yeah, we do get a safety car.
Our first safety car.
Yes, our first safety car.
And so they come in, they throw on some, they put on more inners because guess what? The rain's imminent. It's coming.
Yeah.
God, I haven't been drinking either. This sucks. Oh, God.
The rain
is on its way.
Yes.
And anyway, so we get back on the green. It's already started raining again. At this point, is this when Ferrari tried to do their little? Anyways, screw this. Let's just go through the.
Anyway, in a nutshell.
This
safety car worked.
Me in a nutshell.
This safety car worked for some and did not work for others.
No, I mean, well, all the safety cars didn't work for you.
So
I mean, because one safety car, but we'll talk about it. Let's talk about our everybody at DNF this race. First one out in car number 2, driver of the Williams, the American driver, Logan Sargent.
Yeah, he
This
slid.
is where I need the other thing on my soundboard. Hey, Logan, it's been nice knowing you in F1, but peace out, bro. You're done. You done. They need to let him go now. Get someone else in there. As an American myself, I'm not a fan of you, bro. Come try IndyCar, bro, or come try friggin' NASCAR. But then again, you probably won't do very good in those either. You're not a racer, sorry. The next out is a shocker.
Yes. And that was.
Hold on, let's talk about a few things here.
Okay.
So Charles Leclerc is complaining of engine power issues.
Yes.
They won't be able to pass anybody.
Yes.
and he's having a hard time holding people off.
Yes.
Then they have him do pretty much a control alt delete under the first safety car.
Yes, they do.
While they do this, Charles also has talked Ferrari into putting him on the hard slick tires versus staying on the intermediate tires for
the wet weather
conditions.
Yes.
So, of course, what happens? It starts raining, and he keeps falling backwards. And finally, they bring him in again to finally put on the inners again.
Yes.
So it's already a clusterfuck for Charles.
Yes. And then he goes back out on the intermediate tires, only to have his radio keyed up, come in.
Nicole, you're never the problem, just so you know.
Yes, Nicole, he is correct.
It's this one. I'm joking. No, Nicole, you're not a problem. No, it's not because you're here.
Anyway, so his radio gets keyed up. His engineer talks to him and says, "We need you to come in. I think he said something along the lines, there's something wrong with the car and we need you to come in," or something along those lines.
But yeah, they pretty much says like, we need to retire the car.
Yeah.
Like there's something else going on with the engine they didn't realize.
Yeah. And so he's out.
All right. And next out, the man with a brand new contract, car 11 for Red Bull Racing, Sergio Perez.
Yeah, that little incident.
Well, I mean, he spun.
Yeah, he did.
Collected the wall, busted the rear wing.
Mm-hmm. He did.
And then Red Bull, I know what they were thinking. They didn't want a safety car for Max because Max was leading the race.
Yeah.
Even though the two previous safety cars with Max and lead, he's handled taking the lead again. Being in the lead, jumping out to 5 to 6 car length.
Yeah.
Lead 1 to 5, 1.5 to 2 seconds, get out of the DRS range.
Yes.
But the FIA was not happy about that.
No, and we'll cover that in fact, I think we're covering that right now.
Yeah, I'm going to get into it right now.
Yeah, we're going, because he ended up with a punishment, well, I should say a consequence for what Red Bull told him to do.
Oh, no, it's a punishment.
Well, it is a punishment.
All righty. After the race, they called him to a team member of Red Bull Racing to see the stewards because car 11 failed to leave the track with serious mechanical difficulties after significantly damaging the rear wing. Pretty much the decision is, after the stewards looked at reviewed video, team radio, and in-car evidence, and also talked to the driver and team representative. This is what they've determined after making contact in the barriers in turn 6. The driver continued on the track for the remainder of the lap with significantly damaged car, and thereby lost several carbon fiber parts on the way to the pits. The team confirmed in the hearing that the driver had been advised to bring the car back to the pits as they were trying to avoid a safety car situation. The stewards determined that, as well as a financial penalty for the team, a sporting penalty is necessary due to the safety implications of the incident. And the penalty is the competitor, Oracle Red Bull Racing, is fined 25,000 euros. Can I see your wrist for a minute? Your wrist.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what that is. A little slap on the wrist to Red Bull. For as much as these teams make, that fine needs to be in the millions.
Yeah, it does.
I say the same thing with NASCAR. I'll say it with the NFL when they find these players. These fines need to be start hit them in the fucking pocketbook.
Exactly.
Make it hurt.
Exactly.
A $25,000 euro fine is it's like $25 to us.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a little painful, but
yeah,
it's doable. Anyways, additionally, Perez will receive a 3-grid position drop at the next race in which the driver participates, which will be Barcelona.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks will be Barcelona.
So naughty boy. You should have parked the car. I knew you should. Because when I saw that thing driving around the track, I went,
Yeah.
why are we not stopping?
Yeah, I was wondering the
I mean,
same thing.
even Crofty and Martin brought that up. They're like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of parts coming off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was.
But again, I also saw some of the people online there going, okay, but why do we allow guys to break their front wing
and continue around the track? Yeah.
And continue around the track and whatnot. But as big of a problem this was for Perez, it was worse.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
It was.
There was bigger pieces coming off.
There was.
That little wing flap.
Yeah. I mean, there was huge pieces that ended up in the racing
Well, I
line.
mean, all the FIA needs to do is change the sporting code to where if any piece of your front wing comes off, you're out of the race.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll piss a bunch of people off.
Oh yeah, that would.
Anyways. Party cake.
They're discussing the Mad Hatter and Alice in Wonderland.
Oh. Got it. They're having a chat within the chat.
Exactly.
That's what I love about our chat. A chat within the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Next out, because he was taken out by Carlos Sainz.
Yes.
Was Alex Albon of Williams. So now at this point, both Williams cars are out of the race.
Yes, they are.
And eventually, they realized that Carlos got too much damage and he's out of the race.
Yes.
So now both Ferraris and both
Williams.
But the problem with Ferrari is 2 weeks ago, first and third on the podium at Monaco. And now they're both out of the race here.
Yeah.
So that is your penthouse to the outhouse.
Yes. And where they were out of the race, they didn't get any points towards the constructors. So then they fell behind Red Bull.
Well, they were behind Red Bull.
Yeah, if they would have stayed in the race, I think they said they would have been within striking distance of Red Bull.
Yeah, they would have stayed. Well, it depends on where they were finished too.
Yeah.
I mean, they qualified 10th or 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
Who knows? By the end of that race, they could have been 11th and 12th and still not scored any points.
Yeah. Anyway, they put him behind Red Bull in the constructors. They put him further behind.
Well, yeah. All right. Anyways, so there we go. That's all the cars that are out of the race, not classified as they determine in the FIA rules and F1 rules. So let's go to 15th finisher.
Yes.
So we lost 5 cars in that race.
Yes, we did.
I love it.
Yeah, I know.
I love a good wreck fest.
I know.
Probably why I like Daytona and Talladega.
And then there's me.
Just waiting for the big one. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, someone wreck.
Yeah, and then there's me. Is the driver okay?
Yeah, well, I mean, after Ryan Newman showed a few years ago at the Daytona 500, I mean, yeah, we're a little more.
We're a little
paying a little more attention to some of these hits.
Yes, we are. Okay.
All right. Finishing 15th for Kick Saba. Car number 24, Zhou Guan Yu. They had a pretty good day.
They did, considering.
Well, I mean, they went into they ended up. I don't know why they did it. They changed a bunch of parts, obviously, because both cars started from the pit lane.
Yeah, they did.
So they had to change a bunch of parts.
They did. So yeah, to come from the pit lane and end up 15th, that's pretty good.
I mean, I think Kick Sauber right now is pulling what Haas did a few years ago, where they're not really going to design the car because next year they got Audi coming in. And I guess they think that the Audi engine is going to be better than the Ferrari engine.
Yeah.
But is Audi allowed to bring the engine in next year? Don't they have to wait till 2026?
I don't
know what's going on.
I don't know. I thought they said they were.
They're a lot of these teams are kind of hush hush.
Yeah, we'll have to find out because I know there's 2 different.
Yeah, we'll forget. Don't worry.
I know
Kim never remembers. Kim's always like, we'll find out, and then by the time next week comes on, I'll be like, isn't there someone supposed to? I don't know.
Well, I know that the next regulation change for F1 is 2026. Now, I do not know if Audi's coming in with the new regulations.
No, they're coming in next year.
Or if they're coming in next year, because
they're coming in next year.
Okay, so they're coming.
That's the reason why Nico Hulkenberg starts next year with
Yeah, that's what
Audi.
That's where I was going. So Audi is actually coming in next year.
Right.
So he's going over to drive for them. Now, I don't know if they're going to put another new driver in the cars. That has not yet been announced. So
No, they've only hired the one driver so far.
yeah. So
right now we don't know who's out. We don't know if Joe or Valtteri Bottas is out. We'll wait and find out.
I know there's been rumors circulating in the rumor mill that they may sign Carlos Sainz, who will be out of Ferrari next year because Lewis Hamilton's coming over to Ferrari.
Which I don't know why Mercedes doesn't just hire Carlos and put him in there next to
I don't either.
George, especially with the Mercedes looking like it's going to be.
Yeah,
it's starting to come together.
Yeah, and that's the other point.
And we'll get to there when we get there, because as you'll see, they are not in the low part of the top 10.
No, they're not.
Anyways, finishing P14. Oh yeah, another guy who just signed a new contract.
Yuki Tsunoda, yes.
He drives the Visa Cash App RB.
Yep.
Sister team to Red Bull.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, he just signed it. But yeah, Yuki, yeah.
He actually does have good races. It depends on if the track.
I'm trying to remember what
suits him.
I'm trying to remember if anything happened in this race. I don't remember
anything.
I think a lot of it is just that,
the car was not
this strategy and
yeah.
How long you stay. I think a lot of it also is how long they stayed out on the inners when they finally went dry.
Yeah. Well, what you're saying is yes, and I agree with you, because with his particular strategy, because I know he's actually placed higher at times, they couldn't get it exactly right due to the rain falling and then not falling and then falling and then not falling. So the strategy that they would normally be able to look at from, say, the year prior wouldn't work for this year because of the weather.
Eddie. What?
That's a Roger Rabbit.
I know.
And it wasn't just with this driver, it was with all of the drivers that remained in this race.
Okay. Finishing P13, the other Kickstarter driver, Valtteri Bottas. Finishing P12 and P11, the American team, the Haas F1 team, Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg. Magnussen finished 12th and Hülkenberg finished 11th. Haas tried something different. I liked it. I liked what they tried at the beginning of this fucking race.
I did too.
Everyone else is out there on inners with a very wet, like she said, puddles were all over the track.
Yeah.
And actually, they looked like, it was funny because they looked superior to everyone else.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, Kevin, at what point? What do you get to top 4?
Top 4, yeah.
You got the 4th place before the track finally dried out enough for the inners to take over.
Yeah.
And then the wets were worthless. The wet tires were worthless. I guess we really need it. That's what we need. We need to do an episode where we talk about racing flags.
Yes.
F1 racing flags and NASCAR racing flags. Yeah. And we need to do an episode about the tires.
Yes, we do.
Especially F1 tires.
Yes.
I guess we can kind of do that. But that'll be like on an off weekend.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Or off season.
Yeah. It could be on off season.
Who knows? We'll decide. We'll do it somehow.
Yes.
One way or another, we'll do it.
Yes.
All right. That was P11. Let's get to the top 10. Alpine. Esteban Ocon, after getting a 5-place grid drop from Monaco.
Yes.
Starting dead last on the grid. Esteban brought it home. P10, get a point for his team Alpine.
Yes.
Good job, Esteban. He had a very uneventful race this week.
Yes, he did.
He just minded his P's and Q's and did his thing.
Yes.
Well, heck, I guess I should have also said finishing P9, the other Alpine, Pierre Gasly. Yes. Oh, the other thing was Esteban Ocon also announced this week he will not be coming back to Alpine next season.
Yes.
So he's now a free agent.
Yes.
So where will he drop?
Yeah.
That was another one they talked about, either going to maybe Audi, Williams, or I know he was originally slated for for Mercedes. I don't think he'll go there now.
Yeah.
But maybe they will for 1 year. I don't know.
Who knows?
Finishing P8 with a great finish after being called out by Jacques Villeneuve, the other Visa Cash App driver, Daniel Ricciardo.
That was a great finish for him.
A great race for him. Great weekend for him.
Great weekend. He had a good weekend.
Well, he got called out by Jacques Villeneuve, right?
Yeah, he did.
Jacques Villeneuve, he was a former F1 driver. He also run IndyCar and NASCAR at one point. I think Jacques actually won a fucking championship at one point too. He's a Canadian guy. He was there, and he's like, why is he still in F1?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's ballsy.
Yeah.
But hey, that's what we like about the older drivers is they don't give a fuck. They'll say what they want.
Exactly.
And I mean, yeah, can you imagine like today's drivers handling Dale Earnhardt Sr.?
They couldn't handle it. They could not handle it.
The veterans today could, like
the
your
veterans could.
Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Martin, Joey Logano, Brad K, they could all handle it in NASCAR. But this current crop of kids,
no.
Oh, they wouldn't be able to handle him or Tony Stewart.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
I'm just saying. But anyways, back to F1. P7.
And P6.
In his home country, the highest finish. Oh, and P6?
And P6, yeah.
Okay. Is the Aston Martin. But let's talk about P7. In his home country, his best finish ever at home.
Yes.
First time to ever make it to Q3 at home. Lance Stroll, brother. Let me give it to you. Which one is it? That one? That one. No, that one.
That one, yeah.
Good job, Lance. Way to put it together. Sure, your dad's all happy.
Yes.
Since your daddy bought the team.
Yes.
I want it now. What's wrong with those jerks?
And then P6 was his teammate, Fernando Alonso, who ended up P6, which for Aston Martin.
Yeah, it was a turnaround for Aston Martin.
It was a big turnaround.
They've been struggling the last few races, and they put it together.
They did.
I mean, yeah, sure, it's not up to the top 5.
But they got points.
I mean, yeah, in the high up, I mean, they've been running. There was a couple times where Fernando was like 4th or 5th this year. So I mean, they're getting back.
They are.
But let's talk about our 5th place finisher. Driving McLaren.
Yes.
Oscar Piastri.
Yes.
He had a little run-in with George Russell at one point, where Russell ended up. Well, we'll talk. Russell, they kind of hit. Russell went off, went around the bollard like you're supposed to by the race control, and George actually lost a spot to Lewis, dropped himself back to 5th at this point.
Yes, he did.
But unfortunately, McLaren kept Oscar out there too long on tires, and he went from at one point being 3rd right back to 5th. But it's a great run for Oscar.
Yes.
Another great run for McLaren, period.
Yes.
But before we get to where they all finished, let's get to P4.
Yes.
How about this?
This was awesome.
How about the 7-time champion?
Yes.
Lewis Hamilton, driving Mercedes, 4th place.
Yes.
Mercedes came in with a new wing at Monaco.
Yes, they did.
Lewis didn't have it.
No.
They didn't run that new wing all weekend until Saturday when they finally got some dry running.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And I don't know, but I think that new wing has turned Mercedes around.
It has. And also his teammate, this starts the podium.
Yep.
3rd place was George Russell. So great.
He started on pole. Unfortunately, got to 3rd. Dropped back to 3rd. But hey, you know what? It's still a great weekend for Mercedes.
Yeah, great points weekend.
Oh, yeah, great points weekend, but also a great turnaround.
Yes.
Because now, one, they can fight for pole, which means now they can probably, hopefully, start fighting for wins.
Exactly.
But we'll see at Barcelona.
Yeah.
In Spain in 2 weeks, because that is a very fast circuit.
Yeah, it is. P2 is Lando Norris from McLaren.
Yeah, Lando won the Miami race.
Yep.
Now, okay, so this one here, on one of the safety cars, Max, George, everyone behind him pitted.
Yes.
And Lando had to go all the way back, got picked up by the safety car.
Yes.
Which slowed him down.
Yes.
Come back around. By the time he come out of the pits, Max went by him, everybody went by him, And, I love what Lando said at the end during his interview was like, literally, well, the safety car helped me in Miami and it hurt me here. I'm not going to cry. Pretty much I'm not going to cry about it.
Yeah.
He was smiling, he like, like I told her, I said, the safety car will give us and it will take us away.
Exactly. And first place was
here we go again.
Was Max Verstappen.
Get her.
But he had to fight his
No, I know.
He had to fight his tail off to win the race.
He only won this thing by what, 3 seconds?
Yeah, it was only 3 seconds he won.
Oh, here, they got it right here. 3.879 seconds in the lead. This wasn't like a Max normal race where he's ahead by 35, 40 seconds.
No.
This was, he
had to work for it.
Well, that's part of the reason why Red Bull wanted Checo to bring the friggin' car back. But I don't know why, because the 2 safety car restarts that Max had, again, he went at the right moment.
Yeah, he did.
And by the time they got into the first turn, he had 1 to 1.5 second lead.
Yes, he did. He did.
Even if they would have implemented DRS at that moment, it was already out.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah. Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah. Real quick, the fastest lap, DHL fastest lap award goes to Lewis Hamilton. Good job, Lewis. The DHL fastest pit stop award goes to Ferrari. Really? Yeah, Red Bull was off their game on their pit stops. 2.21. And the fans' driver of the day was Lando Norris. Also, earlier on Thursday, we had the drop of what the 2026 regs may look like.
Yes.
Not a guarantee yet because the teams have to vote on it.
Yes, they do.
But we got an idea of what it's going to look like.
Yes.
The cars are going to be a little bit thinner.
They're going
a little bit shorter.
Yes, they're going to lose some weight and lose some length.
Well, they're going to lose some width and length.
Yeah.
They're losing the girth.
Yes, they are.
I had to. They're losing the girth and the length. It's going to be smaller. It's like what? It's like 9 o'clock Eastern, right?
Yeah.
9:30, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good. It's 9:30 Eastern.
Plus, we've never said this show is meant for young children.
No, we didn't.
It might have been back in the early music days. Once you joined, this show pretty much went off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
Hey,
Welcome, Megan.
So Kim, I love it. Megan comes on and you have a rant still to do.
Yeah, I do. I do have a rant.
So I know your rant is, so again, Red Bull re-signed Sergio Perez. My thinking is they went to Max. Max like, either you re-sign Sergio. I don't want, in other words, I don't want anybody that's going to be, I want somebody who's going to be behind me all the time. I don't want somebody that's going to be pushing me, because the last time he had somebody that pushed him was Daniel Ricciardo, and Max couldn't handle it, but he was also younger.
Yes, he was.
And they ended up taking each other out at Baku.
Yes, they did.
Which is actually when Daniel Ricciardo said he was leaving Red Bull.
Yes.
Which pretty much, according to a lot of people, is when his career went to crap.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. It's rant time. She's going to rant about the fact that Red Bull re-signed Sergio Perez. She's not happy about it.
No, I am.
But I think it's only a 2-year signing, so it's 2025, or maybe.
No, it's through 2026.
Right. Okay, but the thing is, you got to remember one thing too. Contracts can be null and voided.
They can.
They could buy him out. Another team could want him and buy him out.
Yeah.
Or Red Bull could say, you know what? We've got a stud coming up. We don't care, Max. We need Sergio's not producing. And let me just say this, he's not giving us the 1-2. Because when you're running for a constructor's title, especially this year, where you need both cars in the points.
Yeah.
And you need them high, you need Sergio You know, if Max finishes first, Sergio should be second.
Yes.
She's boiling. Yes, I am setting her ass up, and she knows it. That's why I keep too long, because I'm watching it boil. I'm waiting for that point, the point where I know, let her rip. But so again, I understand why. I don't understand why they re-signed him. I do partially because I think Max has got some say in it. But in the long run, I think when they lose the title, I think when they lose the constructor title this year, because the driver's title don't pay the money. There's no money in the driver's title. It's not like NASCAR where there is actually money in the driver's title, but it's still most of your money, even in NASCAR, comes from the owner's points. And here in F1, all the money comes from the constructor's title. So, Kim.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on Red Bull Racing re-signing Sergio Perez?
Bullshit. It's bullshit. He's been so inconsistent this year. He has not even proven that he earned a contract this year at all. He's not even up there. It's mainly Max that is up there. It's Max that's carrying the team. Sergio does not get in the points every race. If you're going to vie for a contract, you better get your fucking ass in the points and help your team win this constructors. Otherwise, you don't deserve a fucking contract the next 2 years or however long they signed you. Find somebody that can get your team in the points. Hell, Carlos is coming up. Ferrari kicked him out. Why not sign Carlos? He would be perfect for Max. At least he would put Red Bull in the points, and it would be him and it'd be Max and him that would be earning points towards his constructors. It's like, why? What is your fucking thinking, Red Bull? You are so fucking stupid to re-sign him. Why did you not re-sign somebody that can help you continue to win the Constructors' Championship? And on the flip side, why did you even take into consideration Max, your driver one? When years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, his comment was this: why do I not have somebody up with me that is helping me get points for this team? Why am I the one that's carrying this team by myself? Why? So why did you not take that into consideration? Why did you not remember that and went ahead and signed Perez for another 2 years? Really, Red Bull? You are so dense and dumb.
Oh, wrong button. That's what I wanted. Damn it. Sorry, Kim. I didn't mean to laugh you one.
That's fine.
It was not meant for that. It was meant for
I
that.
know.
It was meant for the applause because, yes, you know what the funny part is? I totally forgot. Yes, when they had Albon there, and before Albon, Gasly, Max was constantly saying he needed somebody to be running up with him. I remember that now. And wow, for you to pull that one out, I'm like, shit. Okay, she got me on that one. So as far as Kim goes, hey, Red Bull Racing.
Please get your shit together.
About hiring your drivers. And I'm sorry if it did come down to the fact that Max wanted Checo there because he knows Checo can't run as fast as him. Well, then you're going to lose the constructor title. Sorry, but it's going to happen. Let's go ahead. You want to get into our, are you cool?
I'm cool. I just like what the comment.
Which one?
What you all said, can everyone see the cloud mushroom in Arizona? And then Nicole says, that's how it's done, folks. And then Megan says, breathe, Kim.
Both buttons work, Scott. Yeah, that's true. That might have been. I think I literally heard the dust cloud go that way towards California.
We probably did.
And that way towards New Mexico. And that way towards Nevada.
Yeah.
And that way towards Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, she is pissed off everybody south of the border.
Yes, I have.
How dare you say that about Sergio? Because he sucks.
Yeah,
All right, let's get going because we got to be able to get into NASCAR. Kim,
Yes.
who was your driver of the day for the Canadian Grand Prix at the Gilles Villeneuve track in Montreal, Canada?
I'm actually not going with anybody that is Red Bull. I'm actually going to go ahead and give it to George Russell because he fought for first place until he went like this with Oscar.
No, I agree with you because one thing, and he fought his ass back to get.
Yeah.
He fought his way back up to third place, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have got back to fifth. I mean, I really thought I was actually waiting when he was in fifth. When they popped up that one radio message, I thought, oh, here it comes. George, we don't want you to race. We don't want you to race Lewis. We're gonna let Lewis have P4.
Yeah.
Or P3. We're gonna let him have the podium.
Yeah.
George, I was waiting for it, and then they're like, no, you can race them. Just don't wreck each other.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Absolutely.
My mouth kind of dropped when I heard my.
Yeah.
Is that Mercedes?
Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering the same thing because.
But then again, we're thinking of the old days when
yeah.
Lewis was there or when Lewis was still going to be with the team the next season. But yeah. Anyways, my driver of the day is going to go to. God damn, you took George. I'll give it to Lewis.
Yeah.
I mean, Lewis, he had a great day. He fought his ass off. Oh, excuse me. Actually, you know what? No. Screw that. I'm gonna give it to Lance.
Yeah.
Lance Stroll.
Yeah.
The hometown boy.
Yeah.
You know, the Canadian himself. I'm gonna give it to Lance. You know, he's been struggling. Even on this podcast, we have bashed Lance. We're like, how the hell you still got a seat?
Yeah,
Besides, we know that you got it because you're daddy. You don't deserve, as much as I say, just like I say with Logan Sargent, they don't deserve to be in F1. You know what? Great finish for Lance. He kept his head on his shoulders, and we didn't hear no whining and crying coming from the cockpit this weekend.
Exactly.
For once.
Exactly.
Okay. Kim. I still haven't found me a donkey sound yet. I like, but you're jackass of the race.
Red Bull.
I didn't say of the weekend. I said of the race.
And I said Red Bull.
What Red Bull do wrong?
Told Sergio.
Oh, yeah.
Told Sergio to drive a broken car around the track and disobey the rules.
Yeah. True. Yeah, you got me on that one. And all because they were afraid of a safety car. I mean, partially. Okay. Let me say it this way too. What we didn't mention is Lewis and George were on brand new tires.
Mm-hmm.
So, was Max a sitting duck? I don't think so. I think Oscar Oscar would have been, because at that point Oscar was ahead. I think Oscar and Lando Norris were sitting ducks against Mercedes with brand new tires. I don't think Max was.
I don't either.
I think that Red Bull is still fast enough that Max could have got away.
Yeah.
Even though I know, I mean, yes, George got him with one lap.
Yeah.
Oh, they set the lap time for pole.
Yeah.
But that's one lap.
Yeah.
That's a different engine setting. That's not a race engine setting.
No, that's not.
Yeah, right. I don't see. Boom. It shocked me. Anyways, my jackass. It's hard not to give the fucking Red Bull.
Well, if you want to go.
Oh God, no! I'm gonna give it to my favorite team. I'm gonna give it to fucking Ferrari because what the fuck?
Yeah.
We come in from a race where we were they were 1 and 3 on the podium to where now all of a sudden they can't even get out of Q2.
Let alone they can't.
They don't have speed in the car. I mean, even before Charles has this issue with the engine.
Yeah.
There's no speed in the car.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
And even after they did the alt control delete crap that they had Charles do on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
He still
was not
running. I mean, he put on the brand new inners.
Yeah.
Max was catching him. And at one point there was this a little bit where Charles could keep ahead of him, but he wasn't pulling away from him.
No, it wasn't.
So I'm gonna get the Ferrari. I mean,
Yes.
good Lord. You guys need to go back to the shop, figure shit out. I know Charles, he didn't say nothing on the radio about see, that's where I'm different than Charles because dude, I have been bashing him on the fucking radio.
Yeah.
I mean, every time, like after Q2, he's like, we'll talk about it. You know, we'll talk about it. Not here, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, later. In other words, we'll talk about it in a debrief.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah.
I give you credit because that wouldn't be me. I'm like, you dumb mother.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right.
You ball says, Scott, you need a jackass sound effect.
I know I do. I do need to go find one. Next race we just mentioned. I'm trying to get there. Upcoming Spain.
Hello, BYT.
Hey, Nicholas. Spain on June 25th.
2 weeks.
I'm sorry, June 23rd. And Barcelona. That's where I need to hit that. Barcelona.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
I think it's Queen.
I think so.
I need to go like just get like a little quick soundbite of it.
Yes.
Just enough I can
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't get dinged.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, there's a lot of sound bites you need to go get, and I haven't done it. So, what can I say? All right, let's get on the NASCAR. Let's talk about NASCAR. Let's talk about the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. Sonoma Raceway had, okay, remember a few months ago, we had talked about a tweet that Danny Hamlin talked about the new repave.
Yes.
It was coming up. Him and Mark Smith went back and forth.
Yes.
The only new thing they had this week, I didn't keep the tweet, but they put a wall in turn 11.
Yes, they did.
Last year they had, every year we've ever gone there, they've only had tires around there.
Yes.
This year they added a wall to the inside of the corner, and at least one car tried out the wall.
Yes, at least one did. Found
Car
out
54.
and found out the wall won.
Why is it every time I see Ty Gibbs, the grandson of Joe Gibbs, in car 54, the first thing that pops in my mind is, car 54, where are you?
Because you watched the.
I didn't watch it.
Oh.
Before my time.
Did you watch any reruns?
You know what? I may have back in the day on TV Land.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I think I might have. I might watch a couple. But yeah, every time I see Ty Gibbs on the track with car with number 54, I'm just like, boom, my brain just goes there.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, let me get in this. I gotta take my glasses off for this crap because I can't see the shit. All righty. Oh god. Time of race was 2 hours, 56 minutes, and 14 seconds. Total laps were 110. We don't have the stage breakdowns here, but by the time we ended stage 2, we had a total of 8 cautions.
Yes, we did.
It really looked like a crash fest in the beginning.
Yes, it did.
It was really bad. Matter of fact, let's just start with it right off the bat. Lap 4, we got a caution because Denny Hamlin blew up.
Yes.
Then we had another then we got the next caution at lap 17 for Ty Gibbs hitting the wall.
Yes.
The inside wall.
Yes.
At turn 11. Which then drove down, he broke the toe link, and by the time he went to make the turn, go to the start finish line, the car went for the other wall.
Yes, it did.
Their car was not done hitting walls at that moment.
No.
Then we had another caution at lap 20 for car number 2, 21, 22, 14, 47. Their incident in turn 3A, because of course, what is it with Sonoma? We cannot number turns normal. We gotta call them 3A, 8A, and different ones because we just can't name them normal.
I can't number them normal.
Then the next one was lap 27. Someone's in there for stage 1 conclusion.
Yep.
You know what? Hold it. Oh, you know what? I just realized that these are lap. It's not lap numbers. Yeah, they are. Wait, are they? I thought we were like 40 freaking laps with the stages.
I think so. I think there were 40 laps.
Anyways, I don't remember.
Don't remember.
Yep, don't recall. Anyways, next caution we have is lap. Almost looking like 33 for number
Yes.
30 for the car number 33 stopped on track.
Yes.
And then we had another caution at lap 36, car number 4, 3, 20, 24, 60, 19, 43, all in turn 11.
Yes.
That was a parking lot.
That was a parking lot.
That was hilarious.
That was.
At lap 41, we had number 2, 34 and 10, brought out a caution in turn 8A. And finally, the last caution was the end of stage 2 at lap 57, somewhere in there. I'm going by the NASCAR
Yes.
right now, so I hope this is right. Lead changes, 11 among 9 drivers.
Yes.
No one failed to qualify. Stage 1 top 10 was car 45, 12, 5, 9, 48, 34, 1, 99, 7, and 38. Stage 2 top 10 was car 17, 41, 19, 8, 16, 6, 43, 38, 22, and 21.
Yes.
Alrighty. We're gonna go to everyone running on the lead lap. So we're gonna finish P27. Start there. Might as well. I'm sure this ought to be fucking hilarious. Get ready for the next ramp, people.
Yes.
P27, car number 19, Martin Truex Jr. finishes P19 or P27 after running, coming to the white flag in P2. Martin, after coming around turn 11, ran out of fuel and had to keep starting the car to make it back to the start finish line to take the checkered flag. Are you okay with her?
I'm fine. I'm just boiling.
Okay. P26. All right, I'm going to roll up here. Top 10 includes a lot of names you're not going to recognize. In car 38, Todd Gilliland. Nice finish for Todd. P10. P20 or P9. 9th place went to Christopher Bell, car number 20. And 8th place, 45 car, Tyler Reddick. And P7, Ryan Blaney, car 12. P6, AJ Allmendinger in car 16. Top 5 includes number 1 car, Ross Chastain, the Watermelon Man. Nice run for Ross.
Yes.
P4 was Chase Elliott, car number 9. Top 3 includes number 17, Chris Buescher. Another good finish for Chris.
Yes.
P2, car 34, Michael McDowell. Great run for Mike McDowell.
Yes.
And your winner, who has been reinstated, gave it a waiver. The car number 5, driver Kyle Lawson.
Yep.
So, Kim, what was your thought about this race?
It was interesting. It was
a crash fest in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a crash fest.
And then after stage 2 ended, it was a normal road course race.
Yeah.
Where it
slowed
we had
down.
strategy.
Yeah, it was strategy.
We got strategy involved.
Yes. And for some people, the strategy better be relooked at.
So last weekend, we had Ryan Blaney ran out of fuel.
Yes, we did.
And they got a full can of fuel in there. Unfortunately, what happened was his engineers and engine people, they miscalculated how much fuel he had or how much fuel he was wasting. And they really should have stuck another can in it. And this weekend, we haven't heard the reason why yet. But this weekend, Martin Truex Jr. takes a white flag in P2. Gonna finish P2, comes around turn 11, and all of a sudden, cars are passing him left and right. He got an issue. Oh, damn. He ran out of fuel. He had no more petrol. No more gasoline. You know, it's funny like Sergio Perez is not her favorite driver. Max Verstappen is. But now it's her favorite driver in NASCAR that ran out of fuel, ran out of gasoline. They didn't get enough in. They should have put another can in. They miscalculated configurations. Maybe he pushed too hard after last pit stop because he did race really hard trying to get P1. And this is where Scott's going to mute his mic.
How in the hell do you not look at your strategy and figure out you only have this much fuel, and by the end of the race, you are going to run out? You have had these cars now for 2+ years. You know that the damn switch that worked on the last generation of car will not work on this one. How the fuck do you not put enough fuel in a car? How the fuck do you misinterpret your strategy to have your driver go from 2nd to 27th? Sure, still points. Don't get me wrong, still points. But my God, look at your strategy. Understand that, hey, your driver's going to be pushing to get a win because he has not got a win yet. What the fuck are you thinking? I don't get what you're thinking. You know these cars. You better damn well know these cars. You've been with them for more than 2 years.
You done?
Yes, I'm done.
God damn. Wow, don't bite my head off. I ain't the one figuring out whether or not they have enough fuel or not. So what she was talking about, in the old generation of car that we had like 3 years ago, you would flip the switch in the car, you would get into the backup, and you had literally one more lap of fuel to go around the track. This current car, you don't get a full lap. They know this. Again, I try to tell her this, try to really get her to understand this. For the like last 20-ish laps to go, Martin was really pushing hard. He was trying to get P1. I mean, he was fighting hard. So I'm thinking what happened was they expected him to hit a certain lap time, and he went over that, and that's what ran him out of fuel. Again, they should have realized this when they realized his lap times and told him to back the fuck off.
Exactly.
But again, I wasn't listening to his radio at that time, so I had no idea what they were telling him. Maybe they did. He just ignored them.
I don't know.
You know, we don't know, but it happens. P27 is better than last.
I understand that.
18 points is better than 1 point.
I understand that. But they still need to look at the strategy. If they know that they are not going to have enough gas, the driver's not going to have enough gas, either have him back off or put extra fuel in there.
No. God, no. No, I mean, only if somebody else is paying for the car. I just forgot my train of thought. I was gonna say something.
You're talking about out of gas.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yes.
Last weekend, during the race, before Blaney ran out, in our Discord chat, me and Yabaldo were literally talking about how we miss fuel mileage races and cars running out of fuel. And then Blaney runs out of fuel. And now Martin runs out of fuel.
Yes, Nicole, I would like a mudslide right now. No, Megan, I don't think I'd make a good pit crew member because I think I would tell them exactly how I feel.
Oh, hell no. I want her to be a fucking crew chief.
So
she thinks it's so friggin' easy.
I didn't say it was easy. I'm just saying, look at your strategy.
They probably did. Martin ran faster than they were expecting.
Well, I'm sure they have some sort of data on there.
They do have data. Everybody's got data.
And they could have looked at the data and said, Martin, you're going to run out of gas in so many laps. You might want to back off and start saving.
And maybe somebody was like, oh, man, no, we're going to be good. Anyway, so, God Oh God, I really need that jackass sound. Anyways, your driver of the day for NASCAR. Who are you gonna give it to?
I really don't have one. But if I was to choose, I guess I would have to choose. I guess I'd have to choose Busher.
Yeah, you give it to Buster again, huh?
Yeah, well, because he's tried so hard to win, and it's always out of his grasp.
Well, I mean, I didn't mention where the hell he started at. You know where he started?
I don't remember where he started.
P26.
See, and that's a pretty good finish where he finished.
And finished, well, yeah, 23 positions.
Yeah. So I'll give it to Busher.
Okay. Well, you're gonna give it to Busher. I'm gonna give it to McDowell. I know he started P13, but it was a great finish for McDowell. Great run for McDowell. I mean, I could also give it to friggin' Todd Gilliland. Those guys are the ones you're like really shocked that are up there.
Yeah. Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know, yeah, I'll give it to McDowell. He finished P2. I mean, Jesus.
And then the other one that would be a good one too is Brown. I mean,
no, I mean Brown drove the 23 car. He finished laps down. I mean, he's a good driver. He's an Australian. He come over here his first time. That's the radio I was listening to because you had Shane Van Gisbergen, who's a New Zealand, a Kiwi, New Zealander, a Kiwi, on the radio for the first time as a spotter.
Yes.
And you got, and again, he knows Brown. Him and Brown are good friends. And because they raced each other over in the Australian Super Cups, Supercars. And then the other guy they hire is Brett Griffith.
Yes.
Who is 1/3 of DBC, Door Bumper Clear. And he is very Southern.
Yes.
I believe he's from Pageland, South Carolina.
He is.
And I was just waiting for the points of where either Brett said to SVG, what the hell did you just tell him? Or SVG would say the same thing, or Brown would say the same thing to Brett.
No, well, what I meant by that, not so much the driver of the day, but just the way the three of them work together.
Yeah.
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
The three
they did a great job.
Yeah, they work together great as a team.
I mean, I love it. At one point, Brett asked SVG, he's like, hey, Shane, now you see why we like the cars like that, Menards 12 and all these other ones, right? He goes, yeah, these ones that got white front, all these ones that got the white front ends, they're hard to tell apart. He goes, I get it now.
Yeah. And
then what was the other one? That big pile up in turn 11.
Yes.
Brett's like, aren't you happy? Because he told Brown, it was good thing we were back behind that because we didn't get in that mess. And Shane's like, yeah, Shane keys up on channel 2 and says, yeah, I wouldn't know what to told him to do there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. But all right. Oh God, why do I think it's going to fucking James Small? Oh, I'll be shocked if this don't go to James Small. Jackass of the race, Kim.
James Small on the number 19 team.
Whoa. No.
Okay,
you
James,
cannot give it on the whole team.
Okay, so James Small.
I'll give you James Small and whoever the hell is the one doing the figurations for the gas.
Yeah.
But you cannot go on the team because the pit crew is doing what James Small tells them.
Yeah. So it's James Small.
Okay. I knew it was going to be him. I haven't listened to Denny's show, so I don't know if he just missed his shift or not. I want to know what imploded him before I give him the Jackass Award.
Yeah.
Let me look at this list real quick. Yeah. There really is nobody to give it to. Yeah, I don't remember anybody doing. I mean, I guess I could give it to Ross Chastain for dumping Kyle Busch on the last lap.
But the thing
I could give it to Kyle Busch for not going and confronting. But then again, after getting punched by what's his face 3-4 weeks ago, he probably won't want to confront nobody no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, fuck it. Everyone wrecked in the beginning of the fucking. Wait, no. I'll give it to Eric Jones and Josh Berry.
Yeah.
They caused that big ass pile up in
Yeah,
turn
they do.
11. Good Lord. Too early in the race to be fighting that hard.
Yeah.
What? That one?
Yeah.
Oh, God. There we go. All right. Next weekend, we got Iowa.
We do.
Cup.
Cup
Teams are
only.
doing Cup. Nope. Cup and Xfinity.
Yeah, but we're only going to be covering.
Right. We don't cover it.
We're only going to be covering
Right.
NASCAR. F1's
Sorry.
off.
Yes.
F1's off
Formula
next
One's
week.
off, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do Iowa Speedway, the return to Iowa for
Yes.
NASCAR.
Yes. Xfinity has raced there in years past, but this is going to be a return for Cup.
Be interesting to see if they throw some PJ1 on the track this weekend,
God, I hope not.
or at least the other stuff.
Resin, I don't mind.
The resin. Okay, so the reason being is because where Iowa is, right? They had to get this track ready for to be able to test last month.
Yeah.
That after the whatever their last race was last year, I think it was for Xfinity.
Yeah, it was for Xfinity because
That's when they only got to tear up the first two lanes.
Oh, gee whiz.
So the first two lanes near the bottom of the track, that's the only part that's been repaved.
Oh my goodness.
So it could become a shit show.
Yeah, it could.
It could be a one-groove racetrack.
Yeah, it could.
That's why I said they may. Because I'm assuming what they're going to do is once this race is over, they're going to rip up the rest of it.
Yeah, and
pave it.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, I mean, at that point, if you're going to rip it up and repave it,
Then go ahead and put the PJ1
throw
down.
the PJ1 down in the corners.
Only if you're, like you said,
Only if you're going to rip it up.
If you're not going to rip it up, then put the resin on
Right.
it.
But I would assume they're going to rip it up this year after this weekend's races.
Race, yeah. Yeah, this is.
I don't think truck goes there.
No, truck does not go there.
Anyways, so yeah, we'll be back
Truck won't be.
maybe next Monday morning.
We'll say maybe next Monday morning, depending on if Kimberly's schedule stays normal.
Yeah.
And they don't.
Unless they really switch up Kim's schedule and give her like Monday and Tuesdays off.
Mondays is a long shot. Tuesdays is not, but Mondays is a long shot.
Oh, well, they could give her Tuesdays off again.
Oh,
He.
so Tuesdays
Or
is
just give you Sundays off.
Well, yeah, go back to what it was, Sunday and Tuesday.
Hell, I would do a double show then.
I know you would.
Do a regular show with Nicole and then wait about just run for the wing about 45 minutes afterwards and do a racing show.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah, I know.
Be fine. I wouldn't mind doing it like that. Anyways, you gotta get Sundays off again.
Yes, I do.
So do it.
I can
Do it now.
I can work on it, but there's no guarantee.
I want it done.
Unless you have Jedi powers that can manipulate the mind of my bosses, I can do all I can to try and get it back off, but there's no guarantee.
Oh, I got persuasive ways of doing things.
Okay.
I may no longer have my freedom after that, but I got ways to persuade people.
Let's not go to that extreme, please.
All right, anyways. Yeah, so anyways, thank you everybody for joining.
And Nicole says I can't wait for our show.
I don't either, can I?
Yeah, I can't either. We got to get together.
Yeah, we gotta get together and do some shows.
Shows we do.
I mean, heck, I gotta talk to. I mean, heck, I've already. We mean there was like a few weeks ago. I told Ro and Yobaldo the three of us ought to do a freaking show about Duran Duran and Depeche Mode.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, no, me, Ro, and Yobaldo.
Yeah, and then Nicole and I could be in the chat.
Right. Like you two are gonna let me off the hook by not having you two on the show.
I wouldn't. I'd say I'm with you on.
Oh, really? You don't like Duran Duran?
Yeah, I do like Duran Duran.
Okay, so
yeah,
there
I know a little bit about Duran Duran, and then you would have to let me know about Depeche Mode.
Please tell me now. What?
Okay, I've heard that. I have, okay? I think I've heard that particular song. Also coming your take on Taylor Swift from the beginning till now through her career.
Yeah. Oh man. I think I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with that first record.
Okay.
Ooh. Huh. God. All right, anyways.
Nicole says, girls' night after boys' night. Nicole says, I'm in.
All right. Anyways, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, we'll get some things figured out because I know we need to do the Porky's trilogy,
Yeah.
at least, and then we need to do at least the original Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes, and we're also
maybe the part 2, but that's as far as I'm going with Nerds.
Yeah, and also that one documentary on one of the songwriters for Disney too.
Yeah, and then also the Jim Henson documentary on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
This is Nicole like right now going, wait, I don't remember us talking about the Jim Henson one. We haven't yet.
We haven't, Nicole.
This is Scott and Kim brainstorming everything that we've thought of or we've seen on Disney Plus or different things.
Yes.
Because of how we roll. We all roll this shit. You guys don't realize that, like, even when the three of us were on, we would still, once we would get off the show, we would talk 2 to 3 hours afterwards.
Yeah, we would.
I mean, it was like, geez, we could have recorded. I mean, is this too bad? Like, StreamYard don't allow you to, like, without having to change links and stuff, is just hit a record right then and there. That I could have recorded and thrown it on Patreon sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyways, that being said, I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
Nicole's in the chat.
And thank you, Ubaldo, for taking the Taylor Swift challenge with like Scott is.
There you go. And again, thank you for everyone showing up.
Yes.
And thank you everybody who listens to the show, regardless if it's audio only or you're watching this later on. We love you. We adore you. We thank you. We thank all of our Patreons. And until next week, when we return for Release Racing, have a great week.
And a great weekend.
Be kind to everyone. Peace. For once, I'm ready.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.